Hey friends, Dave Sandoval here. You might know me as the Purium Guy. And I'm coming here because I'm super excited to be talking about a new product I've been developing for more than 3 years. It's a product called Pineal Clear, and it is designed specifically to focus on the needs of our body and to potentially support the most misunderstood of all of our organs, the pineal gland. In case you didn't know, your pineal gland is a critical part of your endocrine system. It actually helps regulate your circadian rhythms, which are part of your biorhythms, and it's the source of melatonin. It secretes melatonin to help regulate your sleep patterns. Scientists have a funny name for it, the epiphysis cerebri, and it's located beneath the back part of the corpus callosum. It literally dictates our entire sleep cycle. It got its name because it's shaped like a pine cone, and by far, it was the last part of the endocrine system to be understood, and they're just learning more about it today. The pineal gland is one of 2 hormone-secreting organs located inside of your head. Now, the endocrine system is part of the glandular system. It's the part that secretes hormones. Your endocrine glands are the only glands that release hormones, and our other glands produce, digestive juices, sweat, tears, and things like that. An interesting note, your hormones literally tell your body what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. They send their messages through all of your organs, through your blood and your skin. And there's 9 different organs and glands that are part of the endocrine system. Some fun facts about your pineal gland. René Descartes was fascinated with the pineal gland. Of course, he had no medical training. His esoteric description of the pineal gland as being the seat of the soul has no basis in science, but it is very poetic and maybe a little bit apropos. It was first written about by the ancient Greeks in the writings of Galen. The Latin word pinea actually means pine cone, and that's the root of the word, adopted by the French pineal. Scientists have since learned that the pineal gland is an integral part of your sexual development. It's actually part of your sympathetic nervous system, and it appears that the hormones from the pineal gland could actually pass through the blood-brain barrier. It's been called the third eye because of its location at the center of your head, right between these 2 eyes. Some esoteric traditions believe that it serves as a connection between the physical and spiritual realities. And although that is a belief and not a scientific fact, it does produce one critical hormone, melatonin, which takes us into our dream state. And that dream state connects us with the deeper part of our memory and helps shape our reality. Each ingredient in Pineal Clear was selected not because there's proof that it helps improve the health of your pineal gland, because science has stated that there's no proof that anything can. Instead, each of these ingredients was selected specifically by me because of its unique phytochemistry and because I believe enough evidence exists in legitimate scientific studies that show that each of these ingredients has qualities that support a healthy brain. And to me, enough indicators that it ultimately will prove to be the gold standard for pineal health. The first ingredient is turmeric, and turmeric comes from the root of the Curcuma longa plant, which is in the ginger family, and its most researched ingredient is called curcumin. When studying various clinical trials, I found that curcumin has been shown to support improved memory. It also supports a reduced decline in neurocognition and the potential to enhance the activity of other antioxidants in your body. Now, there have been many promising clinical trials and research studies that show that it may help improve memory and may help your body deal with inflammation of the brain. Researchers believe that it may help reduce the decline of neurocognition, and studies also suggest its antioxidant effects can increase the effectiveness of other antioxidants. Another promising study shows that people with reduced BDNF production are prone to depression. A study has shown that curcumin actually helps boost BDNF levels as it increases levels of serotonin and dopamine. Shilajit, also known as the conqueror of mountains and the destroyer of weaknesses, is the next ingredient I want to describe. This is an organic mineral compound that's formed in deep mountain crevices and dark caves at very high elevations. It is biological in origin, meaning it originally came from plants and plant parts. It's been used for 4,000 years in folk medicine, and it's mentioned in the writings of Aristotle, Razi, Biruni, and others. It is actually a mineral tar or resin that is soluble in water and contains over 20 identified valuable elements, including selenium, unique carbohydrates, magnesium, hydrocarbons, just to name a few. Now, perhaps the secret to its effectiveness is that it is composed of a majority of humic substances, such as humic and fulvic acids, and it contains traces of gold. In fact, we specifically chose black shilajit because it has the highest levels of gold. Now, a study in the International Journal of Alzheimer's noted that it has been used traditionally to improve longevity and to slow the aging process. And it's currently being studied for its promise in controlling cognitive disorders and for its key components like antioxidants and compounds that may help control inflammation and reduce free radicals. In 2012, a study was published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology that found that it helped reduce symptoms of chronic fatigue and improved cell functions and naturally increased energy. It's been shown to have promise in helping improve the brain's cognitive processes as well. Now, the next ingredient, chaga, is an unusual fungus that some consider a mushroom. It actually grows on birch trees in freezing environments in Siberia and Canada, but botanists aren't sure if it's even a mushroom at all. Chaga can grow to be over 30 pounds, and they actually help the birch tree remain healthy. In fact, diseased birch trees that do not have chaga growing on them have been healed by simply adding chaga to their bark. And humans have been using chaga in folk medicine to aid and support digestive issues and skin care for thousands of years. It contains the master antioxidant superoxide dismutase, which is the most powerful of all the antioxidant and reparative enzymes in our body. Research studies have made scientists optimistic that chaga may assist the human body in slowing the aging process, but of course more research needs to be done. Siberian tribes that included chaga in their diets on a daily basis had significantly greater lifespans than tribes from the same region that did not consume chaga. Traditional Chinese and Korean practitioners have valued chaga since ancient times. Iris sea moss, also known commonly as sea moss, but in scientific circles as Chondrus crispus, is a red edible algae. It's edible like sea kelp or sea dulse and other types of seaweed, but it grows in tidal pools, typically in North America and the British Isles. Now, many cultures have long used sea moss for its beneficial properties. Science shows that it contains an abundance of nutrients like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iodine. It's also a good source of vitamin B2, vitamin C, and beta-carotene. It's an excellent prebiotic, and it's been shown to be a good digestive aid and improve overall health of your digestion. In some countries, it's even considered an aphrodisiac. Now, I believe it's an excellent complement to the other ingredients in this formula for all of those reasons. Finally, I've saved the most interesting ingredient for last. Perhaps the most valued herb in all of Ayurvedic medicine is called haritaki, Terminalia chabula. It comes from a large tree that grows throughout the forests of Central and South America. It's deciduous and it's indigenous to Southern Asia. Now, according to folklore, the first haritaki tree sprouted after 2 drops of eternal nectar came down from the heavens and touched the earth. In the East, it's known as the king of medicines and referred to as the supreme nectar to illuminate your mind. It has traditionally been used to address digestive and inflammatory issues. And you'll find it in almost every Tibetan formula, even though it does not grow anywhere in Tibet. It was used by the ancient Greeks, the ancient Romans, and the Arab physicians. And as far back as 1610, it was referenced in the famous play The Alchemist, written by the British playwright Ben Jonson. Traditionally, it was used externally on the skin for wound healing, fungal infections, inflammation, and to treat the mucous membrane. It contains some of the most unique phytochemical compounds on Earth, like tannic acid, gallic acid, palmitic acid, stearic acid, and even behenic acid. And while there's no scientific evidence to support this, it's believed that Harataki is the key to supporting a healthy pineal gland. So as I stated earlier, there is no scientific proof that Pineal Clear is going to impact your pineal gland. There is none. However, there is a lot of scientific evidence that it could. And I believe our Pineal Clear tincture is going to be perhaps the next generation of support for the pineal gland.